And we now have on the phone Senator Sonny Trillanes. Good evening, Mr. Senator. Thanks for coming to the phone.
Good evening, Ms. Nancy, and good evening to your televiewers.
Your speech at the Senate today produced fireworks. Usually we'd say unintended fireworks, but were these intended fireworks?
Yes, I not really intended fireworks, but I felt that it's time to stand up to Senator Enrile, Senator Enrile's bullying race.
All right. How long, I want to ask you, have you been wanting to make these accusations against the Senate President?
As stated in my privilege, it started after this incident sometime in July, specifically July 24. We had a caucus, and we thought we were going to talk about something very important, only to find out that we're going to be this bill dividing the province of Camarines Sur into two. And during that caucus, I opposed. I told him that I am opposed to this bill, but he brushed me off, and from then on, he made sure that the process was, if possible, short-circuited. He was pressuring the committee chairman, even the chief of staff of some of the senators, and he was trying to do away with procedures actually to run this through. And that made me wonder what's the special interest of Senator Enrile. And then I found out during in the form of this news report which came out in the Philippine Star last September 6th, wherein it stated there that former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo was the one who personally called Senator Enrile to expedite this bill. Right. And we have a major problem there because you have our Senate President who still have links and in fact in cahoots with the former President. And that's not completely unbecoming of a Senate President. And so from then on, I lost my trust and confidence about his capability to lead the Senate.
So
and that information was also validated by another member of the Senate.
All right. Who is that?
I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to tell, to reveal the identity right now.
All right. So what is the status of the bill seeking to divide the province of Camarines Sur and creating a new district?
No. Dividing the province into two. And the purpose of this bill is just to provide an elective post for the two retiring congressmen. So they want to be governors in the provinces, and they don't want to run against each other. So they divided the province into two. And I think we have a problem there. It can't be the basis for dividing a province. And, of course, the interest of GMA there is her son is a congressman in Camarines Sur.
But by way of update, what is the status of the bill?
The status of the bill is at the period of interpellation, but they wanted to bypass me, my reservation to interpellate last Monday, and that's when the Senate President called me a coward. And that's why I started my privilege speech by saying I wasn't supposed to attend today's session because I have yet to recuperate. But somebody called me a coward, so here I am. So that's how I started my privilege speech. Right. So the main issue here is Senator Enrile and GMA are working together. And that is very dangerous because there are still so many investigations being conducted against GMA, and that's going to be a venue for the Senate President to maneuver in favor of GMA. So we cannot afford that. So with that, I withdrew from the majority and joined the minority.
All right. Your walkout was initiated by Senate President Enrile's allegations of your diplomatic activities with China. Malacanang has backed you on that. Could you shed more light on the nature of your role?
Sometime in May, when the tension was rising, if you would recall, there were around 80 to 100 ships in the Scarborough Shoals, and the verbal exchange was the verbal exchanges between the two countries were quite heated. So at the time I was talking with Executive Secretary Jojo Ochoa, and we were talking about several issues, and the subject of the Scarborough Shoal came up, and that's when he expressed to me his concern about the rising tension, and he asked me if I knew people in China, and maybe I could help out. So I told him I was able to establish some contacts when I went there for an official visit last year, but I will try. There were no guarantees, and I told him, but before I do that, I hope you can take clearance from the president. So with the clearance, I proceeded immediately and opened the back channel. And I think from that point, I quietly did my work. I had around 15 meetings, both here and abroad, with my counterparts. And sometime in July, August, I was able to finish my work. And the status now is we don't have any ships there anymore, and the tension has definitely subsided.
All right.
And yes, I can say actually that we have done our job, but of course the credit goes to the president because he was the one who were making decisions.
All right. The Senate president has made it clear that he is not impressed with your grasp of military strategy. He is reported to have said that you are a trained military officer who does not understand military strategy, and he went on to say that you had made a statement to Chinese officials that we were not interested in the disputed area. Do you confirm or deny that you made such a statement?
Definitely not. So look at what happened now. We were able to achieve the status quo, which is there are no more ships, without conceding anything, a single inch of our territory. If you can, if Senator Enrile would just take time to look at the Scarborough, it's still there, and there are no structures in the shoal, and all of these things are just a diversion of the main issue, which is his being the fact that he's a lackey of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo.
Well, the Department of Foreign Affairs says it has one policy on China. Do we read this to mean that Malacanang's diplomatic efforts, as expressed through you, are different from the DFA's?
No. Definitely not. I would like to clarify that I don't have any differences with Secretary De Rosario. The President, through the DFA, is the sole source of foreign policy in our country. I was just tasked to help out, de-escalate the tension in Scarborough, and the vast improvement of the status of our relationship with China is a result of the collective effort of everybody involved. And of course, all this time, it was the President who was calling the shots. So the credit should go to the President because I'm just a messenger, and even the DFA is just a messenger of the President's foreign policy.
All right. My final question, you have withdrawn as a member of the majority bloc in the Senate. Was that a knee-jerk reaction that you're bound to regret?
No, definitely not. I've been wanting to do that. And it's just consistent with my stand. If I don't believe in his leadership anymore, how can I possibly stay in the majority?
How do you think this will affect your political career moving forward?
You see, this is who I am. This is how I started. It's about standing up for what is right. In this case, the people of Camarines Sur, the people there do not even know that their province is going it was determined to be divided only to accommodate two politicians at the order of GMA. So how would they feel when they wake up one day that the province is now divided into two? I believe it's wrong. Policy-wise, it's going to be disadvantageous to the state and the people of the affected province. So I stood by it. I stood my ground. So that's just it. If I'm going to pay for this politically, and it's just unfortunate. But at least the public will know that when faced with such a situation of a wrongdoing, a patently illegal and detrimental to their interest, they can expect me to stand up for them.
All right, Senator Sonny Trillanes, thank you for talking to us this evening.
Thank you very much, Nancy.